And that brings me to my reflection about young people. To the many young people that are waiting for the government to make or to open doors for them, I have two things or two categories of things to say. The first one is what this is not about, regardless of the amazing promises that have been made by government, regardless of the strategies that will be put in place, regardless of the policies that will be put in place. This is what this is not about. This whole new regime and the new season is not about. It's not about free lunch, as Americans would say, which means that while the opportunities are there, it means that you have to get up and put yourself out there and actually take advantage of those opportunities. You have to prepare yourself. One of the things that I always tell young people is that you have to make yourself valuable. Valuable enough for you to be able to earn that, whatever is being presented to you, in this case, a job. You have to be able to present something to bring something to the table so that it's not just something that is being given to you, but it's something that you're earning because of what you have built yourself up in terms of the value that you've accumulated, whether it's through school or through training or through exposure or through internship. Whatever the case might be, there's not going to be any free lunch, which means that it's not going to be brought to your doorstep. You have to go out there and find a way of taking advantage of that. The second thing that this is not about is that it's not going to be a microwave solution. Of course, from the, one of the things that have been spoken about young people, in this case, the millennials and Generation Z and all that, is that there's a sense of wanting things to happen very quickly. Honestly speaking, even for we as Kenyans have taken where we are expecting that things will turn around immediately and turn around quickly. Every young person has to be able to use this time, even as government puts measures in place. We have to use this time to be able to spruce up your CV. Look out for ways of ways of being a competitive candidate when those opportunities come up. You have to be able to. There will be a waiting period. There will be a time, even as they put measures in place and programs in place. There will be a time that will be required, or there will be time before anything can actually materialize. The question is, what will you be doing during that time? The plus side is, I'll tell you what this is about. I believe that this is a great season, an amazing new season for the nation. And I would say that for three reasons. The first one being that we've already seen the work ethic of our current leader. We hope, like I said earlier, that the team that will be chosen will have the same level of energy, excitement, youthfulness, vision, drive, decisiveness that will be able to shift this country from where we are right now to another level altogether. Having said that, it means that even as we wait for the government to do whatever they're doing, every young person ought to be challenged. Every young person ought to be looking at themselves and saying, the story that's being told right now is the story of a Kenyan who's been able to work hard and achieve a certain feat, which is considered a major feat in this country. So that means that you too can do whatever you can, wherever you are, and be able to achieve greater levels or evolve into a better version of yourself if you actually put your mind to it. The second thing that this is about, it's about opportunity. And like I've said many times before, opportunity means exactly that. But it does not translate to benefiting you if you don't do something about it. So I would encourage every single young person out there, first of all, get the information, get the skills, get the whatever is required for you to be able to shift or to be able to be part of the team or part of the people that will actually advance even as the government puts various measures in place. The last one, which is my personal, again, reflection around why we do stand an amazing chance as a nation, especially in this season, is because I believe that perhaps God has given us opportunity to be able to move into a place where we can draw from a divine connection, draw from not just relying on our human skills and knowledge, because we are facing the same challenges like every other nation. Perhaps now we can take some time and reflect on ourselves and see how can we do things differently. And in my view, it would be to seek God's wisdom to be able to give us unique solutions as a country, as young people, as corporates, as organizations, as NGOs. We've done the same thing over and over again. But can we shift as well, take advantage of this newness, take advantage of this new season to be able to evolve into a higher version and evolve into a new space, even as a nation and as individuals. So I recently did an interview which was on the platform called CTA, Cleaning the Airwaves. And that interview was about my life story. And I got to share some of the lessons that I've learned, some of my career journey, my progress, my walk with God, and just many other things about myself. If you want to catch that interview, it's on the link below. Part of the inspiration for Zinduka Season 2 is because of the many young people who've reached out to me asking, how do I improve myself? Point me in the right direction in terms of job opportunities. How do I improve my walk with God? How do I marry my relationship with God and my work and all that? There are many, many young people out there who are actually looking for direction, but more so, within the context of Zinduka, they're looking for job opportunities. I've worked in the private sector, I've worked in government, and now I'm in development. I'll talk about that in a different episode. But even as I look across the three different sectors, there's a lot of activity and a lot of programs and a lot of amazing initiatives that are going on in the three sectors that I've mentioned. The challenge is that there is a bit of leakage, actually a significant leakage that happens because the different arms do not talk to each other. The development world or some organizations will roll out an amazing capacity building program. In many cases, there are no linkages to the private sector or even back to government. And where there are, sometimes there's still some leakages. And I believe that the reason why that happens is because of lack of information or in some cases, misinformation. That's what Zinduka Season 2 is about. We intend to bring you the information about amazing opportunities that I think are out there, and many of them are available. From internship to actual jobs to actual, trainings that you can do to be able to improve your chances of getting a good job. But sometimes the information or the lack of information leads to many young people saying that there are no jobs out there. So in this season, we intend to amplify what the government is doing to create jobs. We intend to make sure that even as they continue to create those jobs, that the young people know what jobs there are and where they are so that they can be able to get them. The second thing we intend to do is to partner and to look out for the many organizations in the development world and as well as the private sector to make sure that this job opportunities or work opportunities or training opportunities or capacity building opportunities are made known to young people. So if you are in that category, first of all, as an employer, as one that is in the capacity building or youth empowerment space, we are looking for you to partner with you to make sure that your work is being heard or your work is being seen rather, and that your information reaches the right young people who are interested in the specific offerings that you have. And to the young people, we got you. On Zinduka Season 2, we intend to bring you as much information as possible. And just to demonstrate how serious we are, as I mentioned earlier, I run an organization called Jacob's Ladder. We are focused on climate action. I will give details on that much later, but you can follow me on my Twitter handle, Facebook, as well as LinkedIn. All of them are Sela B. On LinkedIn is Sela Bogonko. The details are on the link below. But as I was saying earlier, that just to demonstrate how serious we are going to be hiring. There are 5 positions available for anyone who is interested in the development world, in particular in the climate action space. If you want to know more about it, or if you want to intern in that space, or there are various positions that we're going to be putting out there, get the information and put in your submission, and we will point you in the right direction. Zinduka, but in the nation, is an amazing new season for everyone who will actually get up and take advantage of it and get up and prepare themselves, because as scripture says, time and chance happens to everyone. This is your time and this is your chance to make a difference. First of all, for you to know what is happening, and secondly, for you to be part of it by actively engaging in nation building in one way or the other. My name is Sela Bogonko, and this is Zinduka Season 2.